Now let's get to the conclusion. Let's get to the final match. John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. There's a lot of fucking crazy predictions as to how this match is going to happen. Everyone's been saying that, Triple H being a part as a referee. They're saying Randy Orton's going to turn heel. They say Randy Orton's going to do this and that. My analysis on Daniel Bryan versus John Cena, to me, a lot of people were expecting this match to actually happen at Money in the Bank about a month ago. But that didn't happen since Mark Henry had an opportunity to take on John Cena for the WWE Championship. But now, this is a bit of a different story. This is a bit of a different outburst. This is something I've been waiting to see for a long, long time. John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. The last time these two went off against each other, they faced off probably once or twice a couple of years ago, I think. But I remember one match in particular. Back in the day, Daniel Bryan was known as Bryan Danielson, who that's his real name, by the way. And John Cena would face him on a show called Velocity. And if I remember correctly, it was February 2003. John Cena's Thugonomics character was coming up at that time, and it was, around between, I think it was around the No Way Out pay-per-view and the WrestleMania in 2003. Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson at that time, was an up-and-coming wrestler. I actually saw the matchup. He was a great wrestler. I heard a lot of great things about him. And I remember saying one day you're going to see a star like that come along in WWE. And sure enough, here he is in the WWE making a huge name for himself. And I can still remember back in the 2010 era of the NXT when it first started, when Daniel Bryan was basically, to everyone, to certain people, especially Michael Cole, calling him a nobody. He's just some internet geek. These internet goofs always think they know something about wrestling, but most of those internet goofs know what they were talking about. Most of these Facebook guys know what they were talking about, especially everyone that's watching the Main Event Talk know what they were talking about when they saw Daniel Bryan. You see, Daniel Bryan is this wrestler. When I first saw him a long time ago, he was okay. But then when he came to NXT, I knew something special was about to happen with this guy. To the people that say that a guy like Daniel Bryan doesn't mean shit in his business, he's a little punk that will never make it in this company, will prove you wrong every time, and he did. He was a part of NXT, and then he became a part of the Nexus, only for one time, and then all of a sudden some ridiculous crap about WWE firing Bryan Danielson just because he choked out some announcer guy, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then the WWE was smart enough to go ahead and bring back Bryan Danielson and put him in a tag match, ironically, at SummerSlam for Team WWE with John Cena, with Edge, with John Morrison, Bret Hart, and others in that form. And since that time, Daniel Bryan had moved on. He won the United States Championship. He won World Heavyweight Championship. He won the tag team titles. He became the hottest sensation in all of professional wrestling, not just in the WWE, but in professional wrestling in general. Daniel Bryan comes out. He is the only guy I know that has beaten the Shield. He beat the Shield. Has John Cena been able to accomplish that? No, he hasn't. Daniel Bryan made Randy Orton tap out. Daniel Bryan had made Sheamus tap out. Daniel Bryan is now on his way to go to SummerSlam and become a wrestler, not an entertainer, to become WWE Champion and beat John Cena in the middle of that ring. But John Cena is no pushover. John Cena is no walk in the park. Let me take you back to something. Back in the days, 2005, John Cena would win his first WWE Championship, and he would go ahead and beat JBL. The following WrestleMania, there was a guy that you know quite well who's a special guest referee, and my God, he would take place in this, Triple H. And at a press conference, at a WrestleMania press conference, he says that John Cena is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be the easiest match he's ever had, because he's looking at John Cena as like he's a nobody. He's just a one-time champion. He don't mean shit in this business. But sure enough, yes, in a hostile crowd over in Chicago, Illinois, that was right there pinpointing on John Cena, hating on John Cena, and in the end, Triple H would tap out to John Cena and would retain the WWE Championship. So Triple H made the mistake of thinking that John Cena is nothing, John Cena is nobody, John Cena is just another footnote in professional wrestling. But in reality, John Cena has become more than what he is. He's went through everything, from going through a hostile crowd in ECW, from beating some of the best in this industry, from guys like Shawn Michaels to Triple H to Batista to Undertaker and so forth. John Cena is an 11-time WWE champion. And now he's faced off against an individual who he thinks in his mind is no different from any other superstar. But Daniel Bryan is a different superstar from among every superstar. Now, to me, I think Daniel Bryan is a little bit similar to, say, CM Punk, maybe around that part. But at the same time, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, they respect each other. They have had matches with each other many, many times before, in Days of Ring of Honor and even here in WWE. But to me, at SummerSlam, this is my prediction, this is my thought, this is what the main event is thinking. I'm thinking at SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan will win the WWE Championship. And the reason why I say that is two reasons. One, I think it'll happen, and two, everybody knows about John Cena's arm, the elbow. He has an injury, he's got to find a way to fix it apparently and get that done, so I guess it's been agreed upon that Daniel Bryan will win. Now, as far as how long Daniel Bryan is going to hold on to the championship, here's another analysis. I was reading through this one part where they said that Triple H and Randy Orton are going to screw Daniel Bryan out of the WWE Championship, and now the fans will finally get exactly what they want. And you know what that is? For years, or for months, everyone's been saying Randy Orton should turn heel. Randy Orton should finally be WWE Champion. Well, you got your wish. It may happen. Triple H and Randy Orton could turn on Daniel Bryan and become a heel, take the WWE Championship for Daniel Bryan. Triple H, Randy Orton, they walk out. That's the end of the story. But that's the analysis of what other people are thinking. My analysis pretty much is the same thing, but with a different twist. Where does Vince McMahon fit in this entire thing? Here's how it goes. Daniel Bryan obviously will win the championship. It is a no-brainer. Randy Orton will become WWE Champion, cash in his Money in the Bank. It's easy as pie. But Vince McMahon, a man who has screwed over a lot of people, including Bret Hart, everybody remembers that, Vince McMahon is going to play a major role in somehow having Randy Orton become WWE Champion. Imagine this analysis. Triple H, an individual that wants to see the future of WWE go up, go high, go all the way, and Vince McMahon is an individual who doesn't care about the future, is more into putting things the way they are here at WWE. No change, no looking forward. Who cares about the future? It's all about WWE. Let it be the way it is. So Vince McMahon comes out. He finds a way to attack Triple H, which he does. And then Randy Orton decides to go ahead and cash in his Money in the Bank. There's no referee coming in sight. And then Vince McMahon goes ahead, puts on the referee shirt, and then he decides to go ahead and screw Daniel Bryan out of the WWE Championship and hand it over to the new WWE Champion in the form of Randy Orton. So that's my analysis, that's my thinking, that's my initiative of what I think will happen at SummerSlam. But you'll never know. I could be right, I could be wrong, you could be right, you could be wrong, but nonetheless, SummerSlam is tonight, folks. So when you get an opportunity, go to your iPhone, go to your iPad, go to your computer, go to your local cable company, go to Time Warner Cable, go to Dish Network, go to Grande, go to all of these ridiculous different television stations that are all across the world or something like that. Find a way to see WWE SummerSlam. Do yourself a favor, head over to the nearest Pizza Hut or head over to the nearest place that you want to go eat. Bring it over to your house, call up a few friends, get some buffalo wings, get some beer, get some whatever the fuck you want to do, and check out WWE SummerSlam live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Call your local cable company. It should be a tremendous pay-per-view to check out. I can't wait to see it. And, and just to be fair, the other matches, the World Heavyweight Championship will be decided. Alberto Del Rio will defend the championship against Christian. This will be a tremendous match there. The tag team titles will be decided. The unlikely team of the Big Show and Mark Henry to take on the Shield. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I already told you about Dean Ambrose against RVD for the United States Championship. That's going to take place. The mixed tag match. Let me see. Dolph Ziggler. I'm sorry. Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn going up against Big E Langston and AJ Lee. You know, that's. I think that's everything, right? We've covered everything. SummerSlam. That's. That's it. But nonetheless, that's my prediction. That's my thought on both matches. My thought on everything at SummerSlam. And it all comes down to the conclusion, what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw, what's going to happen at SummerSlam when this whole thing unfolds. All I know is if anyone believes in their mind, especially in my analysis, if anyone believes that Vince McMahon and Triple H are going to unite, become, one, I don't think that's going to happen because, like I said, Triple H is obviously for the future, and Vince McMahon is still stuck in the past trying to make sure the WWE stays intact. So I say it one more time, right here. Daniel Bryan will be WWE Champion, obviously. But Randy Orton will win the championship because Vince McMahon screwed Daniel Bryan out of the WWE Championship. Randy Orton will become champion, and everyone will finally get exactly what they've always wanted, and that's Randy Orton to become a heel. That's what they're going to get. So, thank you for watching the Main Event Talk. I know this is a bit different for me to be outside right here next to my Mustang, but hey, I got to be creative somehow, right? That's the way it goes. That's the way it is with me, to be creative. So, I'm going to get ready for SummerSlam. I'm going to have everything all set up and ready to go. Don't forget to check out all of my videos on YouTube right here, including this latest one talking about SummerSlam. Also, check out all my pics on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Look at everything. And also, as a reminder to everybody, don't forget August 23rd, Richard's birthday at Theo's Billiards, Killamora, This Dying Dream, Shattered Sun, and the return of the Periwinkle Massacre. They're going to play live over at Theo's Billiards August 23rd. So please be there for that. Please be there for Richard's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday when you have the opportunity on August 23rd at Theo's Billiards. Don't forget to check out SummerSlam tonight on your outlets, on your iPhone, on your iPad, and everything else like that. And the main event cannot wait to check out SummerSlam. Why? Because I can and I want to. Any questions? Enough said. See you at SummerSlam tonight, guys.